Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are talking Raw on Netflix, guys. This is my first video on Ryan the Combat Great. So yeah, videos are pretty much the same format and all that. Well, not format, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying. Same spot, same whatever from my actual channel, which is Ryan the Great. So yeah, so obviously we're just going to be talking about my Raw Netflix predictions, and this is probably something we wouldn't do on my main channel, that we're going to do something on the second channel. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to be we're obviously going to be predicting the matches, and we're going to be talking about segments and other things that could happen on the show. So there's not really much more else to say, so let's just get right into it. Before we get right into it, guys, make sure to subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Leon the Great Vlogs. Make sure to subscribe to my main channel at Ryan the Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And for the ladies and gentlemen, for the video, and let's roll that intro.
Hey, come on, starting. Stop! 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 Red Flare! First pitch! Bring him in! Yeah! Oh, damn.
Alright, let's go to the video. Also, same intro. It doesn't, it's all the same. Anyway, first match we're going to predict. Rhea Ripley is challenging Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Now, this rivalry has been going on for way too long. I can't really stand the rivalry anymore. I obviously loved it in the beginning. It was very interesting in the summer. But after SummerSlam, it kind of just got old. It kind of just got repetitive. There really wasn't much to it after that. And now it's kind of just getting boring. So I'm glad that the rivalry is going to be ending here. Now, where it ends is I could possibly see Liv Morgan retaining the championship. Her reign has obviously been pretty good. It's really just been filled with Rhea Ripley storylines, though. So title reign has never really gotten off the ground other than that. And I would say that Rhea Ripley would lose, but this is Raw on Netflix. They need a title switch. So I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley winning the championship. So I think that, I think she's going to win. I think they need a title change. Also, I think that obviously Rhea Ripley is a way bigger star than Liv Morgan at the current moment in time. And you need Rhea Ripley as champion for WrestleMania season, because you're going to have Becky Lynch coming back, possibly on this show. And then you're going to have Alexa Bliss coming back pretty soon. You're going to have Charlotte Flair, the Dark Queen Charlotte Flair. So that's heel versus babyface right there waiting to happen, maybe at WrestleMania. Or whatever she does, because that they're going to book her in the championship out. But yeah, I'll take Rhea Ripley here just because I feel like they need a title switch. Liv Morgan's title reign has been okay at best. It hasn't been that great. It's been all right. I guess it's actually been good. But, as I mentioned before, other than Rhea Ripley, there hasn't been much of a desire to see her in any other matches. So, she had the one match against Io Sky at Saturday night's main event. That was all right. But yeah, nothing else was that great in this feud since the summer. Anyway, Drew McIntyre going to take on Jey Uso. Now, we've seen this match time and time again. I don't really understand, why this is being marketed so big. I guess because it's Raw on Netflix. But I'm going to take Drew McIntyre here. I think Jey Uso only has a few wins over Drew McIntyre in singles bouts. So, I can't see Drew McIntyre losing here. It'll probably be from outside interference from who knows. But yeah, I can't see Drew McIntyre losing this one-on-one match. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's trying to work his way up to Roman Reigns. He's taking out obviously his character motivations are taking out everybody involved with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. So he's obviously got to take out everybody in the bloodline. He's taking out Sami Zayn. I guess you could say he's taking out Jimmy Uso. Now he's going to take out Jey Uso, and he'll go to Roman Reigns next, and they could possibly face at WrestleMania. It's saying The Rock doesn't face Roman Reigns or CM Punk. So yeah, I'm taking Drew McIntyre to win this one. It's just once again, it's just very rare to see Jey Uso beat Drew McIntyre, and also McIntyre once again, his whole storyline is beating everybody so he can work his way up to Roman Reigns. So I'm taking Drew McIntyre. Up next is Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns for the Ulafala. Now, I feel like I don't know who's going to win this one. I feel like it should be obvious. And I feel like the obvious answer is Roman Reigns because it's Roman Reigns. But I feel like just in the back of my mind, they want Solo to win. To get him really, really over as a heel and the new tribal chief. But I feel I'm gonna go with my gut at the end of the day. I'm gonna take Roman Reigns. Just one, obviously, just because it's Roman Reigns, as I just mentioned, but also two, he's very popular, and he's got to be built up for WrestleMania. He's obviously going to be in one of the two main events, so I feel like he can't really lose up until then. And the last time he was pinned was back in October, so I feel like you really can't have him lose going into WrestleMania season. Where he's obviously going to be facing The Rock, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, or whoever. So you can't really have him lose to Solo Sikoa. And I know the disrespect to Solo Sikoa, but there are people that take him seriously, some people that don't take him seriously. So if Roman Reigns loses to him, then I'm not going to say it's going to hurt his credibility, but it's not a good look heading into WrestleMania season. So I'm going to take Roman Reigns to win this one. And then the main event, CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Now, this is another one where I just don't know who's going to win. I think the one thing that I think will happen is that they will, how do I say it? They will, like break off the rivalry after this match and then bring it back again, like maybe later in the year, because I think both men are going to be doing other things. I'm not really sure where Seth Rollins is going to go. Maybe he could join the Drew McIntyre thing because they obviously teased that before, where he, where they wanted, where Drew McIntyre was wanting Seth Rollins to join his sort of quest to take down the bloodline. Seth Rollins said no, yada, yada, yada. Maybe he could join that. Maybe that could actually be a thing. Maybe add Kevin Owens to that whole thing. I think that'd be a really cool trio, with all similar character motivations to take down the bloodline. But, it looks like Seth Rollins might be turning heel soon, so we'll have to see there. But CM Punk, I'm taking CM Punk to win this one. I think that CM Punk is going to be moving on to, I don't want to say bigger and better things, because obviously this is a rivalry that could be rivalry of the year. It could be a bigger rivalry than McIntyre and CM Punk, which obviously has high expectations, but, I really think it has the ability to become that rivalry of the year candidate for 2025. But CM Punk's probably going to be challenging Gunther for the World Championship, whether that's at WrestleMania, whether that's at the Elimination Chamber event. We're not necessarily sure, but he's eventually going to be challenging Gunther for the World Championship. So there's no way, I just don't see him losing now. They wanted to do Punk versus Gunther at Survivor Series. That obviously didn't happen. Now, if that match would have already happened, then maybe I would see Seth Rollins winning, but I can't see him winning just because they want to have Punk versus Gunther pretty soon. And obviously, same thing with Roman Reigns. He's going to be in a high-profile event at WrestleMania. I just don't see him losing here. And then let's talk about a little bit of some segments, some debuts, some returns possibly. So, obviously, John Cena is booked for the show and Logan Paul. So, could we possibly see a confrontation between them? It looks like it might be John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. So, I don't think so. And we've heard the rumors shot down of John Cena facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania. So, I honestly didn't want that. To be honest, I did not want John Cena facing Logan Paul in his final WrestleMania. Now, Logan Paul's obviously great in the ring, but I just didn't. I wanted, some nostalgia, I guess you could say, to face John Cena, or maybe just a very high profile match like Cody Rhodes, because John Cena, you've heard John Cena passing the torch sort of to Cody Rhodes beforehand, but you could possibly see John Cena versus Logan Paul at Elimination Chamber. I'm not necessarily sure. That's one thing that could happen. Maybe they should have a confrontation to have a match down the road, maybe at SummerSlam. Who knows? This could just be a little thing to just build that rivalry. The match doesn't necessarily happen now. It's obviously not confirmed that they're going to have a standoff, but I feel like it's kind of likely. It could happen. I don't know. I don't want to say it's most likely going to happen, but it could happen. I don't know. But, we can maybe see Stone Cold face off against John Cena. He's obviously booked for the show. In my opinion, I think he doesn't want to wrestle again, it looks like. So I think that he would just, he might just, just do a promo and then crack a couple beers or whatever. So I don't think that he's really going to have a standoff like a match. Maybe he could stand off against Logan Paul. I doubt that happens, but also John Cena and Stone Cold saved Cody Rhodes Stone Cold was supposed to save Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, but it didn't happen. So I think everybody and their grandmother knows that. So I don't know. I mean, it seems like they have the same character motivation, so it doesn't really make sense to have John Cena and Stone Cold face off against each other. But I think the more likely outcome is we see John Cena and Logan Paul face off, and then we see Stone Cold. We just see Stone Cold do his own thing, and then next, Cody, or maybe we could see Stone Cold close off the show with a couple beers or whatever. And then Cody Rhodes and Bianca Belair are advertised for the show. I guess Cody Rhodes will just be doing his own thing with Kevin Owens. You'll probably see him on there. You'll probably see a promo segment kind of based off what they've been doing, maybe an attack or whatever throughout the show. So I'm not sure. That's probably what you're going to see. And with Bianca Belair, maybe there's a women's tag team title defense that we just haven't been advertised yet. Obviously, the women's tag team titles are not really anything to get head over heels for, so I wouldn't be too sad if that wasn't advertised. So maybe she'll have a one-on-one match. Maybe she'll face a returning superstar, and that gets into my next point here. Could we see Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, or Alexa Bliss show up on the show? I think Becky Lynch will, because of the fact that she's been advertised. She was on the trailer. It doesn't make sense to have her not debut. There's going to be a lot of questions if she doesn't debut, so I feel like she should. And then I don't think we'll see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss until the Royal Rumble. Maybe we could see Charlotte Flair after the women's championship match between Ripley and Morgan, saying Ripley wins. We could see Charlotte Flair possibly then. I don't think Alexa Bliss, though, will be returning to the Royal Rumble. It seems like she'd be joining the Wyatt Six, so I guess that could happen, but that doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to have her return then. I feel like she'd just be a background player, then have her just return during the Royal Rumble, make her turn a little bit more memorable, because obviously it would be overshadowed here, so I don't think she should return tonight. And then looking at Penta El Zero might debut. He could debut with Rey Mysterio as they're going to go up against the New Day. I would love to see Penta debut. Now, I wouldn't want him to be in the LWO permanently. Obviously, Rey is stuck in AEW as we speak. But I think that Penta should just kind of do his own singles run. Maybe go after a championship or something. But I think he should wait until Rey gets out of AEW. Obviously, I thought he should have just done some indie dates and then go to WWE with Rey while they could debut as a tag team. But I guess he wants to do it now. I guess he wants to have a singles run again. I'm not necessarily sure. So maybe we could see like a darker version of Penta like we've seen before. So that could possibly happen. Maybe he won't debut during that. But yeah, it was this match was between Rey Mysterio and I guess a partner of the LWO, and the New Day was teased beforehand. So this is definitely possible to happen. Then we got to talk about The Rock really quick. I think The Rock will show up after Roman Reigns' match with Solo Sikoa. I think he could possibly challenge him to a match at WrestleMania, saying The Rock can work that date. I don't know. It seems like it's definitely up in the air. We won't really know until maybe a month or two. It really maybe till the last second. So I think he could possibly come out there and maybe just do another 3 whatever he wants to do, or maybe he'll challenge him to a match and we'll know if his schedule's officially open. I don't know. Maybe he could face off against Cody Rhodes. Maybe they're not going to have the Kevin Owens thing. We could have The Rock face off against Cody Rhodes. I'm not necessarily sure, but we will definitely have to see. There's not really much else to talk about. I feel like I've covered everything that could possibly happen on this show. I hope this doesn't. I want the show to be great, but I really hope it doesn't set the bar too high for more shows. Because obviously, after this, or maybe after 2 or 3 episodes, they're going to be going back to how Raw was normally run. So I just hope it doesn't set the bar too high and have fans' expectations be not met because they didn't perform a pay-per-view level show. It just, I don't want to say it doesn't make much sense to have this debut on Netflix to feel special, but I just really hope they don't overdo it, because I don't want to be I don't want to be disappointed if something big doesn't happen in the next couple of weeks, and we just have to be brought back down to the reality that it's Raw. Because I'm going to think that, and people are going to think that. So, it is what it is. But anyway, that'll do it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Living Great Vlogs. Make sure to subscribe to my make sure you guys go subscribe to my main channel at Ryan the Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.